What is up, you guys? It is your boy John here from PumaPlow. Welcome to another Gold Crest by Stevie Let's Play here on the PC. And guys, today is the high speed silage montage of montaginess. And this is actually the second time recording this voiceover. So at least the first part, because I screwed up. I should have probably edited that part out, but you know, it's all good. So guys, we are working with the leveler and harvesting the chaff in this video, and it was about an hour and I want to say about an hour and 20 minutes worth of actual gameplay and footage over two different recording sessions because I ran out of time. So that's what this is going to be. Lots and lots of silage. Actually, no silage yet. Technically, silage is after you ferment. So, lots and lots of chaff. Corn, we were using corn, of course. And we have the Krone Big X cargo. As you can see there on the left. And as we just watch it go zooming past. I wish it was that faster, like real, you know, in the game. That would be great. It's actually not bad, and the best part of the cargo is, you know, I can go and dump a trailer load, and when I come back, he's sitting there with 60,000 liters just waiting for me. So it's actually not that bad. It's really, really not that bad. And so yeah. So addressing some of the comments from the last, I guess it is the last video at this point. 2 weeks ago, because I'm recording this before Friday. Let's see. The one was about the leveler. It takes a while. Yeah. This is going to be really, like, realistically the first time I'm making silage on Farm Sim 17 by myself. And that might sound really weird, but the other maps we had rolling were multiplayer maps. And this is the solo map. And I don't believe I've made any before, or if I have, it hasn't been to the extent that I'm trying to go this time. It's been a lot less. So, leveler's the whole thing. It really is. It's kind of a skill. You just have to really get used to it and use it a little bit to know how to use it. The multiplayer games that we've done silage in, I've never been a part of the leveling team. I'm always, you know, in the hauling or chopping department of the team, I should say. The big thing I'm learning with the leveler, and you'll see it later in this video, is that you only need to haul in so much at a time. It almost works better if you only haul in like 60,000 at a time instead of the 120. It really, really seems to work a little bit better just to haul in like a little bit at a time and then get in there and work it down with the leveler. The other thing would be if you had a second person, one person, basically just to run leveler. If I had somebody just to do that, which I know there's guys out there that would help me, but this is a solo Let's Play, of course, but that would make it a lot better, I would think. I would really think that would make it a lot better, so, but that's okay. I mean, it's a learning experience for me. It's fun, don't get me wrong. I'm having a good time working on all this, as my truck just sits and sits and sits, but you know, it's all good. And it's been fun. It really has been kind of fun getting to the point where I'm at the end of this video. Now, I did not expect it to take as long as it did, especially a lot of the time with the leveler. I'm probably going to have to get a bucket in there as well if I really want to go for like a full bunker. I don't know that I really need it or I really need to worry about it, but I might do it anyway just for funsies' sake, you know? Just for funsies. So, the one downside to this Big X, and I believe it is my fault, I put the wrong header on this thing. Because if you notice, it doesn't quite stick out far enough for me to like pull up alongside and not stop him. I believe if it had the narrow head that pretty sure came with it, it would be just fine. But you know, this works. It almost works better to let him stop and then empty. And I know the Big X is sliding around a little bit, but that's just the way that mod is. So there's not much I can do with it. So here you can see this is the second trailer I've brought in. And I haven't gotten in there with the leveler, and I'm making it really, really Humpty Dumpty, and I'm learning my lesson, trust me, that that's not a good idea. So there is that. It's not the best idea in the world, but, you know, gotta do what you gotta do, right? Alright. Something was wrong with the field here when I planted the corn. It didn't get cultivated even, so I don't know. So you guys know I like to talk about weather in these videos. What was the thing about weather? Oh, it rained here last night. It rained. It actually rained. We had almost an inch of rain, which now more than doubles the amount of rain we've had in like 5 weeks. As of recording this voiceover. Hopefully by the time this video comes out, we will have gotten more rain. But as of recording this video, almost an inch doubles the amount of rain we've gotten in 5 weeks. It's honestly kind of insane and kind of crazy to even think about that, but that's how long it's been since we've had like real rain here. Now, that inch of rain is too late for a lot of things, like a lot of the corn in the area. It's just too late, too little, too late, basically. But now the soybeans, on the other hand, they could definitely use a drink. So hopefully the farm got the same amount of rain. I don't know, because I haven't been down there, of course, since then, because it just rained here last night for us real time. So I'm not totally sure how much rain the farm actually got, but you know, us here in town got about an inch, so not bad. Not bad, just a little shy of an inch, but hey, we'll take it. We will take it. Any little bit helps. The big problem is we've been getting thunderstorms lately. And when you're kind of coming out of a drought like we are, you almost don't want a thunderstorm. You want a nice slow soaker rate. So the problem is the soil is so hard that it can't soak up a lot of the rain, because it's like, you know, pouring water on concrete. The concrete doesn't really soak up a lot of the water, you know, it has to run off. So that's kind of the way it's been here in the St. Louis area lately, is the ground's basically like concrete. It's kind of terrible, honestly, how dry it's been here lately. And I have been watering my front yard and my side yard, but it's still not looking the best. With that inch of rain last night, it definitely helped. But I'll probably be running my sprinkler here in the next couple days again in my front yard. I have a lot of I have 3 like big trees in my front yard, and they just make it super, super dry. So, all right. So here's what I was talking about before with the leveler. I'm learning my lesson as I go here, that you don't need to make big Humpty Dumpty piles with it and then try to level it. You need to make one dump and then go in there and level it, and then another dump and level it, and keep piling it to the sky. Don't try to do it all at once. It doesn't work. So I'm definitely learning that as I go here. It has not been the best experience doing this, but it's a learning experience. And I know there's mods out there like the silage fermenter thing I could probably go get, but I'm kind of having fun with the leveler, honestly. You know, it's not something that I've really done a lot of, so why not, you know? Just kind of makes sense to me. So big thing is like just being super like easy with it. As you go up, you can dig too much, and then you dug a hole, and then you got to back up and fill the hole in, and just keep going, so on and so on and so on, and it's a whole thing. It really is a whole thing. So we've got a decent pile of silage going so far, and I would say we were about 30 minutes in at this point, somewhere in there, of like actual real-time recording, you know. It definitely takes a while, especially when I have to stop and use the leveler so much that of course this guy's going to fill up with his 60,000 liters. But you can see already I'm starting to just take in one 60,000 liter trailer worth instead of filling up to the 120. It's just not worth it to me, because it's so hard to you know, level out, basically. I was going to say compact, but I have not started really compacting. Of course, as you're leveling, I believe you are compacting as well, but it's a slow process on 17 compared to what it used to be on 15. I guess if I really, 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 really wanted to, I could probably drag my big bud up there and level it with big bud. That would probably work fairly well. I know combines work as well, fairly well. So we might have to try one of those. I don't know. It'll be interesting, no matter what we get into, but you know, it's all good. Now, I will tell you a bit of a spoiler for the end of this video, or towards the end of this video. We don't actually fill the bunker yet in this video. So I'm probably going to work off screen and get that bunker full, and then we'll probably change over and actually combine the rest of the corn. I should be able to get the bunker full on what corn we have planted, and have some to harvest out and outright. But if we get into something silly as far as like a big bud or a combine on top of the silage pile to compact it, I'll probably wait and do that for an episode. Just do the leveling work ahead of time, you know, and just keep chopping. So now here, I made such piles that I couldn't get down, so I had to like push the piles out just to push them back here in a minute. And it's just not good. It's just not good. So tree cutter, I know he does a lot of this for me on our multiplayer stuff, and actually I haven't been missing it because on our what's that map called? Cherry Hill. Our Cherry Hill multiplayer on Fridays and Saturdays. We've not made silage like this because we're just using that fermenter. We're taking grass and fermenting it into silage that way, and it is so much easier. I don't know if I would say better, but it's definitely easier, and it's very cool. It's very, very cool. It keeps you from having to use levelers and compact and all that stuff. I would say we're doing a pretty good job, honestly, on this pile. I don't think it's terrible or anything. Now that I learned a little bit about, like, you know, don't bring such a full trailer in and dump it in one spot. So there was the cut guys between days, and you can see I drove down to the big field because I still thought I was harvesting in the big field. I wasn't at all, and then I had a combine standoff I had to take care of. But other than that, we're back at our truck leveler. That's where we're gonna stay. But that was the cut between two different days. I think I recorded the first part like a week before I'm voicing this part over, and then I believe, I think I recorded it about a week ago, and then I recorded this part literally today. So you can see we've made good progress on the bunker. We're getting there. It's not full, but like I said, I think I'll work off screen or off recording or not record, whatever you want to call it, and go ahead and top it up that way. Just because why not? Why not? I don't want to make too many videos about making silage because it's kind of a boring thing in farm sim, which, I mean, it's part of the game. It's part of farming, so it's just the way we have to go if we want to do pigs. No, cows. We're doing cows on this map. That's right. I have gotten this confused with rattlesnake more than once, of course, because on rattlesnake we're doing pigs. Here on Gold Crest by Stevie, we are going to be doing cows. That's right. And I believe we have a lot of the stuff for our cows already, so that's pretty good. You can see we do have a little bit of money, $268,000. Just probably going to hang on to that until we can get some cows going, you know. And then as far as making money long term, yeah, we need to do more crops, of course, but it's all good for right now. And we have invested heavily in fields lately, so we've definitely been spending a lot of money on fields lately, which is good. Because you need to do that in this game, like, a lot more than you might think you do. So there's that. So you can see, brought up one trailer load, or the 60,000, not even a full trailer, and just simply gonna, you know, push it out, get it leveled up, and yeah, it seems to work a lot better if you do one trailer at a time instead of trying to do all the trailers at once. So yeah, or not even a full trailer. It's only half a trailer, 60,000 liters. 60,000 is still a lot. It makes a pretty darn good pile, as you can tell. So not a big deal there. But yeah, just push it up and then kind of basically reset and go back at it again in a minute. And just keep going. And the whole time my hired worker guy is running, so he will be probably full by the time I get back. I forget which way he was. Even though I just recorded this today, totally forget. Or he was done with the field, that's right. and what, about half full or so. So not too bad. Not too bad. This crone does slide when you're emptying, like as you guys can probably tell right there. There's nothing I can do about that. And if it only slides when you're emptying, it's not a big deal. And it only seems to slide when it's full and emptying, unless it's doing like an auto steer thing to keep it where it needs to go, which I guess is possible. So there's that as well. But yeah, good times, right? Flashing lights and stuff, and watching them go and turn around and come all the way back down field 23. I think that's what field this is. It's hard to see in my editing program what field that actually is. In case you guys don't know how I do these voiceovers, is of course I record, and then I take the footage into my editing software and, you know, edit a little bit, and then I mute the audio track of the actual game sound. And then I hit record over on a program called Audacity, and that's where I record like me talking right now. And then as soon as I'm done, I will export that audio file and edit it into the video here in the same editing program, which is what is this, Movie Studio Platinum 13, powered by Steam. And thanks to Mr. Summers for gifting this to me one night while I was streaming. I really do appreciate it, sir. Still, it's awesome. I have over 1,000 hours in this program now, guys. 1,000 hours in an editing program. Now, it's kind of a fake number. It's kind of like a fake news number. The only reason I say it's a fake number is that if I hit render before I go to bed, let's say, and a video actually only takes like 2 hours to render, and then I'm asleep for another like 6 hours, it counts as 8 hours. So the number is a little misleading, but it's basically hours that the program has been open, not necessarily hours of me sitting here editing. So for this video, because it's the time-lapse high-speed thing, it's probably going to take an hour and a half, almost 2 hours to edit, because you got to think there's technically here like an hour and a half worth of video, or an hour and 10, hour and 20, somewhere in there. So you got to think, if you take all that footage and you're scrunching it down, well, those frames are still there. That information's still there. So it takes a long time to edit, or not really to edit, but to render. And actually, like me watching it back right now, it's not smooth at all. It's kind of choppy. It's kind of herky-jerky, because the computer doesn't really like playing the sped up footage too much. So there's that. But it's all good. It's no worries. Oh, hey, I spun out in my semi-truck. I was waiting for that. That's why I got quiet, and I was yawning. But that's another story. So, yeah. Silage for days. Like I said, I think I'm going to finish filling the bunker. I can only assume that if I fill one bunker, that will be more than enough for the life of this map. So, I really don't see myself using more than one bunker. That's a lot of silage, if you think about it. It really is a lot. And I will be fine. I don't plan on selling silage unless I come into like a budget crisis, or it's on great demand for like ridiculous. But once you sell 100,000, the price goes down anyway or whatever. So it's really not going to be worth it for me to sell. So I will have to look into... I will have to just, you know, store it up there and use it for my own use. I do plan on using something interesting to pick it up, though. If I have it on this map, I'm not totally sure. Why is everybody like joining and leaving Minecraft right now? Holy crap. Minecraft servers is going crazy. I got it open on the other computer, and people are joining and leaving like crazy. Let's go check the server real quick. While we're wrapping up this voiceover, we are just about done here, of course. And like I said, you can see there's quite a bit of the bunker yet to go. I would say I'm really just about half, or maybe a little bit over half. I don't know where I'm actually at until I would actually check like my numbers of how much is in there. I don't actually know how much a bunker holds anymore, because like I said, I've not really been the one messing with them. So therefore, I don't really have a clue how much it holds. Thank you guys for watching another Gold Crest by Stevie. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button for more. Subscribe if you have not already done so. And as always, toodles.